People who believe in critical race theory, people who have fallen for the scam, they look at the world through the lens of race. Everything is race. The question isn't, is this thing racist? The question is, how is this racist? It's assumed to be racist, and everything is assumed to be racial. I saw a tweet the other day from a black woman. She is a doctor. She was mortally offended because she was in a store and someone asked her if she works there. Someone needed to know like where to return a sweater or something. She said, excuse me, do you work here? And she was appalled. What a microaggression. Oh, I only work here. You think I work here because I'm black? Or maybe that's just a very normal thing that happens all the time. So either that's racism on display, or it's just a thing that, like, everyone's had that happen to them. Have you ever made the mistake of wearing a red shirt in Target? That's a bad idea. You're better off going home and changing before you walk in. You'll be asked 10 times where something is. But if you see the world this way, then it's racism. Michelle Obama shared a very similar story. One time when she was first lady, she wore a disguise and went to Target. And she told this story on Letterman. This is 2014.
I was in the detergent aisle, and she said, I kid you not, she said, excuse me, I just have to ask you something. And I thought, oh, cover's blown. She said, can you reach on that shelf and hand me the detergent? I kid you not.
Okay, so it started off as a funny story. And she's like 5'11", she's really tall, right? But that's a funny story. Here she is, first lady, but she's just a regular person, and isn't that funny, haha, right? But then, very quickly, her memory changed. This is a People magazine article from 2014. The headline is The Obamas, How We Deal with Our Own Racist Experiences. Okay? So this is Michelle Obama's racist experience. Here's what she says. I tell this story, I mean, even as the first lady, during that wonderfully publicized trip I took to Target, not highly disguised, the only person who came up to me in the store was a woman who asked me to help her take something off a shelf. Because she didn't see me as the first lady, she saw me as someone who could help her. Those kinds of things happen in life, so it isn't anything new. Well, hold on, wait a second. You started off telling that as like a funny story, like a great American story. Even as first lady, you're just a regular person, not seen as anyone any different. But then it turned into, she didn't see me as the first lady. She saw me as a black person, someone there to serve her, like I'm just some sort of slave. This is what black people have to deal with all the time. See the difference? Same person, same story, spun differently. And you, white person, you're in a trap. Imagine this. Imagine you work at a store and a black person and a white person walk in at the exact same time. Who do you help first? Who do you help first? If you help the white person, well, you're obviously racist because you're helping your own kind. You're othering the black person. What, you don't think that black person can afford anything in your store? You don't think they deserve the same service that the white person does? How dare you? If you decide to help the black person first, you're racist. What, you can't trust a black person to be alone in the store? What, do you think they're gonna steal something without your watchful eyes over them the entire time they're in there? How dare you be so racist? See how the trick? See how it works? Either way, you're racist. And that's their principle of white fragility as well. If you're called a racist and you deny it, any reaction you have is proof of your racism. So if someone says, hey, you're a racist, you say, no, I'm not. It's proof you are. It's how racist you are. You don't even know how racist you are, which is proof of how racist you are. If you get upset at being called a racist or angry or frustrated or sad or walk away, even if you say nothing at all, that's proof of your racism. Silence is violence. The only thing you can do is cave to their demands and admit it. Yes, I am a racist. I got a story from Buffalo, New York school district, but it's all the school districts. And they had a presentation. All white people play a part in perpetuating systemic racism. All white people play a part in perpetuating systemic racism. Agree, or else. Your kids are being taught this in kindergarten. They're being taught to see the world through the lens of race. Everything is racial. Everything is racist. You must define yourself by race. You must define every other person by race. My friend just the other day sent me this picture of, I don't know where he was, Target or Walmart or something. These are Crayola crayons. Colors of the world, 24 set of different skin colors. So kids can draw in their own perfect skin hue. University of Michigan Dearborn, among other places, have racially segregated dining halls. That's the white person dining hall, and that's the black person dining hall. Don't you dare go to the wrong one. Again, the thing with critical race theory is sometimes, most of the time, it's hard to tell if it's Black Lives Matter or the Klan. Oftentimes, they're advocating for the exact same thing. Klan members love a black person dining hall. Let's keep black people separate from the white people, thank you very much, says the Klan and critical race theorists. They're the same.
Wow, that was deep and insightful. I want more of that. Like, subscribe, get more.